Good afternoon. My name is Sahid Arigisala. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has praised the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Olamide Oladiji, for providing educational materials and scholarships to over 1,000 students in the Ondo East, Ondo West Federal Constituency. At an event held at the Obade Sonwe Civic Center in Ondo City, the governor, represented by his deputy Olaide Adelami, commended Oladiji for going beyond his official duties to meet the needs of his constituents. Government House correspondent Zimoy Bemi reports is presented from our studio.
The people and the students of the Ondo East, Ondo West Federal Constituency celebrated as the representative. Speaker Olamide Oladiji distributed educational materials and scholarships to over 100 students. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, represented by the Deputy Governor Olaide Adelami, commended Oladiji for his efforts to support his constituents. The governor encouraged the public to remember those in need, emphasizing that caregivers will be rewarded by God.
Your dedication to empowering young minds is a beacon of hope for our country. Permit me to state unequivocally that this program is a shining testimony to the significant impact that a philanthropist and public-spirited individual like you can make on the future of our society by empowering secondary school students with educational scholarships, school materials, and cash gifts. It is a worthy investment in the next generation of leaders, innovators, and change makers.
Oladiji highlighted that this segment of the program the burden on parents by providing full scholarships and called on wealthy Nigerians to support educational initiatives.
It has become imperative for well-meaning individuals in the society to rally around government in the task of making education accessible to the young ones at our various levels. This is our own little way. Why encouraging the lucky beneficiary of this program to use the educational material for the advancement of their educational career? I will equally and humbly to call on well-meaning individuals in Ondo Kingdom to offer similar assistance to the teeming Ondo students.
Omoni EPs, our 200-level nursing science student, expressed gratitude for the speaker's philanthropic gesture, in the presentation of checks and distributions of school supplies to benefiting students.
In a bid to stimulate economic growth in the informal sector, the Ondo State government, through the Ondo State Microcredit Agency, to support micro, small, and medium enterprises. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa emphasized that revitalizing the economy by tackling poverty, unemployment, and promoting business growth for his administration during the launch of the loan program. Beneficiaries expressed their gratitude for the government's intervention, recognizing its potential impact on their businesses and the local economy. There's more in this report. Capacity Auditorium at the International Event and Culture Center as various groups in the informal sector flag off of the disbursement of soft loans to enterprises credit agency. In attendance alongside the business owners are top government officials in the state to witness the disbursement of 220 million at a single-digit interest rate. Microcredit agency Adenike Ademujimi highlighted that the scheme aims to revitalize small and medium-scale businesses, aligning with the state government's vision for sustainable development.
The need to benefit from fiscal stimulus and packages and services, including access to credit, cannot be underestimated. state government has patronized the development of medium, small, and micro enterprises as the four economic.
Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa was represented by his deputy Olaide Adela. Administration recognizes the integral role of this sector as a key driver of the economy, and providing succor to enhance their operations is key.
Interest rate. I think the current rate on commercial bank now is about 27%. Our governor has magnanimously, offered this loan at 9%. The state government is very intentional in embracing fair and robust microfinance programs to let the masses have access to funds that will trigger entrepreneurial potential and facilitate wealth-generating capacities of Ondo State citizens.
The acting permanent secretary of the Ondo State Microcredit Agency, Mr. The agency had interacted with the various groups to enlighten them on strategies and processes.
4 or 5 months ago, we invited them in thousands to Microcredit Agency. The first thing we did was to have an interface with them, to know the type of jobs they are into, to know the type of trades they engage in, to know an idea of the intricacies of their businesses. We interacted with them. In fact, we also registered them. We looked at keep their records in a simple way.
Commissioner for Cooperative Secretary, represented by Secretary Tonyoni, of the loan repayment.
This fund is not a national cake to consume. Rather, it is a national cake in form of share of wealth to create and to recreate wealth.
During the symbolic presentation of checks, an 80 million naira check was presented to the Ondo State Artisans Group. The Orimiso Group received 10 million naira, while 22.5 million naira each was disbursed to the Progressive Traders Association Business Organization. The beneficiaries lauded the government.
Very happy. We are happy. We thank Mr. Governor for what he has done for us.
We commend the effort of Mr. Governor. We are going to use the money judiciously.
Komolafe pledged the support of those in the informal sector to the Aiyedatiwa administration. The cultural display by the Ondo State against collecting the loan for other purposes aside business.
Invest it in a business.
Sahid Aribisala, Osrc News. A grant has been launched to empower 1,400 Nigerian female youths aged 18 to 35. Ondo State emphasized that the program aims to equip young people with skills for a brighter future. Abidemi Akiro, the 5th edition of the training, which will last for 3 days in Accra, the state capital. The report.
In a transformation, a training for 1,400 Nigerian female youths aged 18 to 35, in line with the Ondo State government's commitment to gender equality. Simultaneously at ODIRS, SITA, and Fiwashaye Girls Grammar School in Akure, the state capital. Ondo State Deputy Governor Olaide highlighted the program's goal of equipping young women with essential vital fuels.
This may not be enough to train you to be an entrepreneur, but see this as a sensitization. We are introducing you to the world of entrepreneurship, and we are also here to speak to you that there is need for you to change your mindset.
Special advisor to the governor on gender, Olamide Falana, emphasized the program's main objectives and impact it will have on female youths.
From this training, we hope to train in those states 1,400 female between age 18 and 35. They will also be given the opportunity to also develop, to set up their businesses. They'll be given linkages to grants made to grant organizations. Some of them may also get grants if they're able to do well and fill up their growth plan properly, which is going to be highly competitive. And the ones that win have an opening to a world of opportunities out there.
Participants expressed their excitement for the opportunity provided by the program.
They said that they will give us an opportunity and how to grow our plans in future. That's why I'm here.
The empowerment program serves as a beacon of hope for Nigerian female youths by investing in their potential for a brighter future.
As part of efforts to enhance food security and support local agriculture, the Ondo State government has initiated fertilizer distribution in the federal and local government area. This intervention aims to alleviate the burden on farmers facing high agricultural input costs ahead of the 2024 planting season. Governor Aiyedatiwa emphasized that fertilizers is crucial for increasing crop yields and sustaining farmers' livelihoods, assuring in the process. Osrc's Omoshidola reports.
In a bid to enhance food security and promote sustainable agriculture, the Ondo State government has launched the first phase of fertilizer distribution to farmers in Ifedore local government area of the state. The distribution event held at Ilaramo agricultural rising farm input Ifedore Central LCDA, Richard Adetomi, highlighted the significance of providing smallholder farmers with essential inputs to boost crop yields and food production.
His Excellency Honorable Rimisun Aiyedatiwa, to support farmer and to let everybody know that we need to go to farm. Even if we are not able to do it in a commercial way, at least let everybody be able to cultivate what they can eat. And that is what he's doing today. We all know that fertilizers is one of the key tools, a key item that farmers need for them to boost their crops. And we believe that if they are effectively used, it will increase the production of the farm companies here.
The Federal Ministry of Agriculture representative, alongside her counterpart at the State Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, Okoyu, expressed satisfaction in the process, ensuring that all to necessary resources.
I really appreciate the state government, especially the governor, His Excellency Rimisun Aiyedatiwa, for ensuring that the fertilizer go to the grassroots, and also our commissioner, Chief Olayoto Taribu, for his helping to ensure that this grassroots the yield of the farmer to support the targeted goal, which is the national food security, to ensure that there is surplus food in the society.
Farmers expressed gratitude for the timely intervention, noting its potential to significantly enhance
the thing given to farmers is in good order. Even it will help farmers a lot because it will boost their production. And since we start the distribution in the federal, very organized, well organized, no rancor, everything are in order.
State government for aligning with federal initiatives in the
this gesture is to ensure that poverty is eradicated from society. Like Yoruba people say, when there are surplus of food, definitely the poverty is going to be reduced.
Over Ifedore Central LCDA benefited from this initiative. Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi, Osrc News.
State have reaffirmed their unwavering support for Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa ahead of the upcoming governorship. This confirmation came during a visit from the Odatiwa led by Affairs Shimosai in Okego, Ilaoluji Okego local government area. Omar Olombaji reports.
Women in Okegbo and surrounding areas involve Ondo State government officials led by Special Advisor on Women, Tamaye. They expressed the good governance of Governor Lucky administration.
We have been mobilizing women towards the election that our governor can win come 2024 governorship election.
Congress, Niron Akinyi commended the governor for his responsiveness.
People are seeing in all these steps and actions of Lucky Aiyedatiwa the assurance that he deserves to be voted for. There is assurance that their votes will have meaning. And what meaning are we talking about? We are talking about developments in social services, in health services, in education, in rural development.
The Special Advisor to Governor on Women Affairs, Seun Osamaye, praised the turnout and reaffirmed the governor's commitment to delivering democracy's benefits to all citizens, regardless of their status.
I can see that they love Mr. Governor, and I want to encourage them to keep loving him. What we have shown today is to expect more. The governor approved that a borehole will be dug coming here tomorrow to ensure the service starts immediately. In 2 weeks' time, by God's grace, our women here will have access to potable water. So we are thankful to Mr. Governor for immediate access and immediate implementation to ensure that immediate intervention that women get access to what they need.
The team received by local chiefs who promised their support for the government's development initiatives.
We are very lucky to have the type of governor that we have today. And so when I say it should be a young, because the way has been doing things. There was a time he was here with us. He sat here. Sat somewhere here. Over briefly. But you know what person just I want to say two, you will not let you down.
The visit not only highlights the government's commitment of its constituents, but also reinforces the importance of inclusive governance that benefits all citizens. Omoriola Humbeji, Osrc.
Of electronic society, which enables voters to make informed of their candidates. 2 months remaining until the November 16th state noticeable decline in public political attempt to the electorate. Political parties seem to their outreach efforts, raising concerns about the factors contributing to investigates the current state of the state. The underlying reasons for this law, potential impact, and the report.
Campaigns have played a critical role in Nigeria's democratic electoral process since independence, serving to promote political parties, their candidates and manifestos to persuade voters. The Electoral Act of 2010, specifically Section 30, subsection 1, allowed for a 90-day campaign period prior to elections, which many political parties utilize to engage the public through open field campaigns. However, an amendment of the Electoral Act in 2022 extended the campaign period to 150 days before elections, as outlined in Section 94, subsection 1. About 60 days to the November 16 governorship election in Ondo State, there is growing concern among voters the current lack of open campaigning compared to previous elections. This perceived lull is seen as detrimental to voters' opportunities to meet candidates and understand their ideologies.
They think they already have their strategy, and looking at everybody, all of them, they just usual thing. It's politics as usual. And when it's time, we know how to get these people to vote for us. So basically, I've not seen any seriousness. I've not seen anything that will make people know that, oh, this is the election period. I mean, it's just how many months to the election.
In response to these concerns, representatives from various political parties have indicated they are employing alternative methods of campaigning to connect with the electorate.
Or we start at the world level. We start with meetings at the world level, to local government, then proceed to the senatorial, finally at the state, before the campaign will commence.
Already running adverts on a number of platforms, radio stations, local stations, and some that are not so local, so to speak, that have coverage. And now you and I know that what we used to call mass media, like radio, is not as much of mass like social media space, that in just 1 second you can reach out to more than 1 million people, you know. So the PDP is not taking anything for granted. We have started reaching out to electorates and trying to explain to them why they must choose the PDP option.
The essence of gathering crowd is to make political statement and to create believability in the heart of the people. How many of the people who come to these political parties, actually, political rallies, actually listen to the manifesto? And you also, maybe you do not know, that most times when you see some of this crowd, is the same crowd you see in Party A, is the same crowd you see in Party B, is the same set of people you see in Party C. These are political entrepreneurs who actually make money out of campaigns. And I think if you hear any complaint, it may actually be coming from them because they have jerseys of many political parties and they are active players in the corridor of campaign. So if they do not have this opportunity at this point in time, it could lead to some kind of disappointment. But that has not taken away the fact that people are engaging. For us, as a political party, our candidate has engaged across the 203 political wards in Ondo State.
We have been running in categories. We have out-to-door, we have mouth-to-mouth campaign, we have publicity campaign and all the rest like that. So now the one we are doing, let me just say, house-to-house campaign. When it is time for the open campaign,
Additionally, economic challenges facing the country are believed to contribute significantly to the subdued politics.
Usually to gather crowd is extremely very expensive. I just came out of a meeting where we call all our coordinators from the 203 wards of Ondo State to Akure. That's quite expensive. So when you look at the expensive nature of the political process and the reality of the economic situation, you will agree with me that everyone is looking for a better alternative of engaging the people. So it's far from the fact that maybe political stakeholders, maybe they do not respect the people of Ondo State. It's just the current economic reality, I think, that has forced people to take to other routes.
If we cannot, to ensure we canvass votes, you understand? So we rather live within our means, within our Tell the people this is what we are up for. We are
band sets going around town campaigning with a lot of fanfare like it used to be. There used to be this, they will mount megaphones maybe on some buses, some 10, 15, 20 buses will go through the town announcing PDPA or this or that. You know, that has already been greatly reduced by the reality on ground. Reality to the fact that right now, a liter of petrol is selling for 1,150 or 1,200. And if you have to fill 10 cars on 50 liters per day, just take your calculator and punch what that amounts to.
While some parties are making efforts to engage to interact with candidates and evaluate post-program informed decisions. Joy Pius, OSRC News.
The chairman of the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Osrc, Mr. Kule Adebayo, said will leverage the expertise of achieve global standards. During the meeting with members of the Nigeria Union of Chapter, he emphasized that collaboration with stakeholders is essential for fostering development. Osrc's Abidemi Akinrute has more. Retirees from Osrc visited their former workplace as part of their post-service engagement, creating a filled with laughter and excitement. The visits allowed experiences.
People by professionals of high integrity.
Chairman of the Union of Pensioners, Emmanuel Adumashi, emphasized the purpose of their visit.
May I, sir, plead most passionately that promote people relationship. That's our hope. If I retire from service, I cannot go to minister application or go to a categorized office. I'll come here like I'm here now. So I want to put it before you. The press center where we belongs to the Nigerian Union of Journalists. We as pensioners, we have Nigerian journalists as part of us who are part owner of that place. But must we not have a place of our own where anybody who retires here, like we're having a plot of land and they come back to build NUP Center. All of us, it will be easier for us to interact with you, to interact together, to interact, help programming. There's a layer of people who have retired from service.
The pensioners chairman praised Osrc management for its progress and also offered advice to upcoming retirees.
I've not been here for a long time. But when I came for the honor of the burial of my boss, around, amazed that you have achieved so technically, administratively, and professionally. Studios, state of the art, the management of the facilities. I was impressed. Osrc has transformed from the current base to the achievement base now.
Chairman of Osrc, Mr. Kunle Adebayo, celebrated the retirees' contributions, acknowledging their role in the organization.
Closer ties. These elder statesmen have served their corporation part of their working years, devoted the entirety of their adult life to serve the corporation. We believe we have a lot to gain from their experience, extremely experienced, especially in this very special field of human tennis. Promised them that a piece of land where they can build a pensioner's house, but we have also said in the a space for them from all our rehabilitation space where
they can use in the interim until we're able to work together to build a befitting pensioners house for this great organization. We have also said that some of them who still feel agile, strong, and absolutely encouraged to still do a few things in broadcasting, we will make our doors open for them. Some have indicated desires to support us as backroom staff for our news operations. Some have said to us that they are still fit to do programs. Some have said that they are not fit to do either of those two, but they are fit and ready enough to point of where we intend to seize those advantage, work with them to make sure that those things they are achieved.
He committed to address and encourage current staff to maintain.
My advice to service in this corporation is to work, to do smart work, and put all they have into this job. Never fails.
Building on the success of this visit, Osrc aims to strengthen engagement with